Okay. Start that back up. Oh, never mind. There we go. Sparky, you are first. Oh, I didn't reset my gift goal though. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, delete it. We wanted to start with something else. Let's do the puffies. There we go. Okay. And we'll start that way. If you would focus on real issues and not building an art. Lakin is unaliving me in the Discord today. I just want everybody to know. You mean beg for money? Sure. Misfit, if that's what you want. Yeah. UMAG, if that's how I say your name, I apologize. I will absolutely, we can talk about HR 4371. Again, it's hard because bills get proposed. Unless they're in the news, we don't really get a chance to pay attention to them, but we can absolutely talk about them. Just wait till a few more of our friendlies get in here. You mean beg for money? That is what a job is, Soroski. Yeah, in capitalism, it is. They have brainwashed you to believe that you have some power of the worker that you don't have under capitalism. Really? Ew. For why? I guess. Ooh. Fox News even admitted that 72% of people surveyed say that the national economic conditions are not so good / poor. Ooh, shocker. What did the fancy graphs look like today, Soroski? Oh, yeah, they're surging because of the inflation data because it works off of projections and bullshit. It makes sense. It's not even like surging though. It's just like we were here, we dipped, we're back here. Like it's not like it's just kind of getting back to where it was. It's raining where you live. Don't blame me. Blame the Democrats. Right. So the inflation is better, but there is data missing. Why is there data missing? That's the thing. It says it's down, but where's the rest of the data? The charts, I wish I could show you, but it does not let me like do it this way. Why doesn't it show the charts in the same way as we saw in September? Like September of 2025. It's not that I don't trust the report, Bafa. It's the fact that there's information missing. So if you look at the CPI report for September of 2025, it has every single element in the numbers listed. So then when you average it, right, you're adding all of those together and dividing. The issue is that they only have a limited amount of data in the November one. So what you're dividing is going to be, your average is going to be less because you have less stuff showing. So it doesn't make any sense. The economists are saying data is missing. Is there like an opinion piece from economists on that somewhere? I would love to read that. No. Why would that be normal? Is that what did that happen in November of 2024? No. You have a Twitter thread. Oh. From an economist, that would make sense. Seagulls ate the data. Stupid seagull bitch. Stupid seagull bitch. Eating the data. They're eating the data. They're eating the jobs. Eat the jobs. Eat the jobs. So you're not supporting him anymore. I never supported him. Yeah. I never liked anything he said since he came down from that golden escalator. never found anything he said to be something where he was going to do something beneficial for the American people. In his first term, there were a couple bills he signed, not things he campaigned on or proposed, but things he signed that I did actually agree with. No, data was not collected. Well, it might have been collected. It just wasn't shared in October. But that's why I'm talking about September. So if you look at September, which is the last CPI we have compared to now, how are you going to talk about the shutdown when we're in November from December? That doesn't make any sense. You guys can't. We have had, and here's the thing. We've had shutdowns before, and we still got the CPI data. So what was the difference? Oh, no, you're fine, Clayface. We have had shutdowns before and still get the CPI data. Interesting. Again, you guys don't have anything but phobias and isms. You cannot tell me what he's doing that's actually beneficial for the American people. And when you say that it's because he's deporting immigrants, you can't prove that to me in any logistical capacity. The CPI data was released. I'm saying it's missing data. Yeah. No, they hid behind the shutdown. Absolutely. Absolutely, they did. But since we have more people here, guys, I appreciate you. After our restart, keep booping that screen and sharing the live out. We can talk about, I know everybody's been talking about now that we know about it, HR 4371. It's the Kayla Hamilton Act. It is it amends the William Wilberforce Trafficking Victims Protection Reauthorization Act of 2008 and the Homeland Security Act of 2002. The biggest issue in this that we're talking about, right? This is talking about unaccompanied alien children. And one of the biggest issues we have with it is that when you have an unaccompanied alien minor who is 12 or older, it allows ICE to search them, examine them for possible gang-related tattoos. So the Protect the Children crowd is going to let ICE, who can't pass background checks and is just being hired without them, take minors and search their bodies for tattoos. They're not allowing them to stay with family who may be undocumented. They have to be U.S. citizens to be able to stay with them. Typically, when we have unaccompanied minors, they are given to, it's a very specific department. It's like the refugees, portion of our government. So to put them in the hands of ICE is not meant to be handling children. So I don't know what the fuck they're thinking there. This has passed the House. HR 4371 has passed the House. It will go to the Senate. I'm a big believer in the fact that most of these are DOA in the Senate, but to ensure that that is the case, reach out to your senators, call them, email them, fax them. You can fax them. Find all of their information and make sure you are bugging the shit out of them to ensure that this either gets amended or does not pass at all. It probably will be DOA in the Senate anyway, because they're not going to filibuster to get these things passed, and the Democrats are not going to give them enough votes, usually, depending on the things. But make sure you are calling and emailing and faxing your senators to make sure this does not get passed.
You can also
Biden didn't lose kids, Betta. You can come up and talk about that because you guys have been touting that lie for 2 fucking years.
We can also bring up the fact that if you want to contact your local House rep, because you can go, I believe it's like house.records.org or something like that, and you can see the like who voted against it and who didn't vote, like who just showed up and just said not voting.
Reb, how are you today? Oh, okay.
Wow, pussy bitch.
No patience.
I'll have to show you guys the website where you can contact like your state representatives and call them out. Also, 165 people. I told you guys I would do a flip if we get Monica down to 50.
We're not moving today. No need to explain what. You guys can't explain anything. What lie are the Democrats telling? I'm not a liberal, Reb, and you ran like a cucky little bitch. We believe in him. That's cool. You can believe in Peter Pan too. That doesn't make it a factual statement. So I want to address the claim that Beto made earlier, even though he's too scared to get in the box because he knows he can look this up, that it's not true. That the claim about missing migrant children, that him and Tom Homan claimed was not true, the 300,000 missing children. What happened was that when these children were given out to sponsors, thank you so much. When these children were given out to sponsors, their information was not updated. So when they went out to contact them through the phone numbers and the addresses they originally had, it was not updated. So they called it missing when they weren't missing. Their addresses and phone numbers were not updated. They weren't missing. Right. Coming from the people who separated children.
I just pushed forward, just so you know, and you're aware in your Discord, I pushed forward one person, Tiffany, who's also Newshound on TikTok. She does a lot of things for okay, cool. No, Tiffany, I pushed you further.
Yeah,
so you
she verified you already. You don't have to fill out the ticket. You're good.
I just wanted you to know, just so I didn't want you to think I was just
I trust you, no worries. And I know Tiffany. I've seen Tiffany in other Discords.
Yeah, because she's also in Doug's as well.
Yeah, Kayla, and you're right. The 5 Calls app also is an app you can download. It gives you all the things. Let me close that. You love laughing at us. Okay. Like, that's all you guys have is this own the libs, which I'm not a lib, but you can, whatever, call me whatever you want. Is this own the libs thing. You can't actually defend him anymore, which is why you guys are the ones with TDS. You can't show me what he's doing that's beneficial. Not with actual facts, just I believe or I feel. Tabasco sauce, how are you today?
Hey, I'm good.
Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yeah. 3 times, 16, 20, and 24.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Yeah, I'm 45 from Georgia.
All right. I appreciate that. Why are you still supporting Trump?
He is delivering for America.
How?
He started a social media company to make sure that our speech remained open and free.
And it's actively losing money.
And it's actually spreading misinformation. Do you agree with some of the posts that people say, including his retruth of his own post? I mean, what man has to retruth his own post more than once?
I mean, I believe in the First Amendment for everybody.
What does the First Amendment protect you from?
To be being punished and criminalized by the government.
By the government.
Whom?
You're right.
Yeah.
By the government. Yeah. When was the government coming after him for his speech?
So when you have oligarch monopolies that run social media, big tech,
Oh, that's
they
not
can
the government.
effectively go around the government
It's not going around the government. That's a private company making a private choice.
Yeah, and we have a constitution in this country that
The
guarantees us
private
the right to speak
companies,
freely.
again, who does the First Amendment protect you from?
Who subsidizes these companies with our tax
Who
dollars?
does the First Amendment protect you from?
The government.
Oh, okay. Well, private oligarchs and companies are not the government. So
And it's
they can
funny,
do whatever they want.
the same private oligarch who owned Twitter at the time that banned him eventually became his best butt buddy for a really long time. And then they broke up again after
No,
he
who
was
owned
allowed
Twitter?
back on
Well,
Twitter.
no, he was banned off of Twitter before Elon bought it.
Oh, was
It's a
he?
private company.
Yeah, it was after J6.
Yeah, it's a private company now. Elon Musk bought it, but it
It
was
was a
publicly
private company
traded.
before.
Publicly traded, yes. And they're going
That
to
has
say
nothing to do
who
with the government.
and who cannot speak. So
Yes.
he's keeping free
Yes,
speech
they
open.
can.
And today,
It's their
and today-
company. Yes, they can. It's their company. They
And
absolutely
today, his company, Truth Social, TMTG, Trump Media Technology Group, just merged with an energy company to bring nuclear fusion to the public.
can. What do those two things have to do with each other?
Your electric bill is going to go fucking down.
It's
Thank
not.
you, Donald Trump.
How is him doing a merger with his social media site with an energy company going to bring energy prices down? How?
He's going to make sure that he is not going to be canceled and
How
not
no?
taken
How
off
does
grid.
that? How does that bring energy prices down?
Nuclear fusion. Look at it.
No, how does him doing a merger with his social media company make energy prices go down?
Yeah, you need to look into nuclear fusion. It's
No,
a lot
idiot.
better.
I
a
know
lot,
that. If the government decided to start investing in nuclear fusion, then yeah, that would start to bring the energy prices down. How does
Wait,
him merging his social media company with a company for nuclear fusion bring energy prices down?
He's the fucking president.
That's his private fucking company, which he says he's not even in charge of anymore. We know he is. How does that affect prices in the government?
Yeah, he's the president. Who do you think makes
I'm
policy
aware.
in this country?
How does a merger bring the prices down between a social media company and an energy company?
It's nuclear fusion. We're breaking away from stupid technology that doesn't do a thing for us. Solar and wind. It's antiquated. It's
How is
outdated.
that going
It's
to
ineffective.
bring? What is the deal for? Did you look it up?
Yeah, $6 billion worth
What's
of
it for?
investment into a nuclear fusion company to bring power
For what?
to data centers.
Oh, for AI. How's that going to bring my
Absolutely.
energy prices down?
What do you think AI is going to do? It automates and efficiency.
Lay people off. Make people lose their jobs.
It's actively made people lose their jobs. It's laid tons of people off. It's actually poisoned a lot of people. Specifically, there's that huge plant here in Memphis, Tennessee, that has caused so much harm to minority communities, but y'all don't give a fuck.
Well, nuclear fusion doesn't do any of
can we
that.
talk about can we talk about how
If it's
some
done wrong,
hypocrisy
it can
here
be
for a
just as
second?
bad.
Can we talk about some hypocrisy for a quick second? Why did Trump BOMB Iran back in
Well,
June?
They're a rogue state being funded by all
They
kinds
were
of
using
other rogue
nuclear
states.
energy in their country.
Yeah.
You want to talk about hypocrisy? It's good for us, but not for them.
Yeah, I mean,
That's crazy. That's hypocrisy. We're a country that owns nuclear power. We're a country that owns fucking nukes, but we get scared when countries like Iran and other countries get powers like
yeah,
that.
because they blow people up.
And we
Oh,
don't.
so do we.
And we don't. What was
We
the only
absolutely
country
do.
to ever? No. What was the only country to drop a BOMB? What country was that?
They get dropped all the time.
No. What country dropped a nuclear bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was back in 1941.
That was what
You're-
country though?
Okay,
Answer
yeah,
my
we're the only
question.
ones to have done it.
Huh.
About 84 years ago.
No. Tobacco sauce. Shut the fuck up.
Right, but
This is
we're
what-
the
this is-
only ones to have done it, and yet we cry anytime another country wants to use it as a deterrent, to have
wasn't
it,
alive
or
back
to
then.
have
I
it
didn't
as
do it.
nuclear fusion, like you just said. I actually don't disagree with you in pushing toward nuclear fusion. I wouldn't trust this admin to be the one to do it in a way that's regulated safely. That's not the admin I would trust to do it. But I agree with you that by numbers and in way of the climate, actually nuclear fusion would be a better
Yeah,
idea. Again,
exactly.
how is this
is why
powering
I'm still
AI
supporting
data
it.
centers going to help bring my costs down?
Yeah, I mean, we are pivoting in this timeline that we're on to a much more advanced, much more tech savvy, much more automated driven society that's
I
going to
agree.
benefit us all.
I agree. And it causes people to lose their jobs. What's his plan for that?
We're going to be so rich that you're going to have to hide under your bed, keep from having money.
So he's going to institute UBI?
We probably could.
Oh, has he ever been a proponent of that?
Well, I mean, he's taking tariffs and he's talking about giving a dividend check to the American public.
No.
Hey, no.
Wes,
No. Hold on. Pause. He talked about a $2,000 check from tariffs for every tax-paying American. Did you do the math on that?
No, I didn't run the numbers, but
It's
I'm
going to
sure
be
that's
more
something.
than we've accrued in tariffs. Also, Scott Bessent pivoted that to the fact that it would end up being a tax fund.
Well, okay. I mean,
A
however you
tax
want to
rebate.
do it.
No. Not then. It wouldn't be coming from the tariffs. It would be a tax rebate. That's not from the tariffs. We don't have enough to do that. He also said last night that his Warriors dividend would be from tariffs, and it's not because and it says it's in the mail already. It would have to be appropriated by Congress. It's not. What they're probably using comes from the big beautiful bill. It is in the defense budget. It's $2.9 billion that is for basic assistance housing for our service members.
Well, I'm thankful they're getting it because by God, they deserve it.
I agree, but that's not from tariffs.
Thank
He
God
keeps
Trump gave
lying
it
about
to
how much we have in tariffs.
Yeah,
Thank God
thank
Trump
God.
gave it to
Thank
him.
God. No. Thank God Donald Trump is doing the same shit he always does for our service members and their families. Absolutely gives no fucks about them. Wants to use them for pawns. Great job, President Donald Trump.
I mean,
Thank you. Thank you for also being the same president that has
This is
let our
right.
housing.
This is money they already get. So
They
he's
already
just
get basic
changing
allowance.
what the name of it is. They would have received this money anyway. He's just changing the name of it. So he's not doing anything for them.
Thank God that Donald Trump is allowing our active duty service members to possibly be charged with war crimes. Thank fucking God that Donald Trump is making sure that our active duty military and their family members are possibly going to be living in a black mold situation. Thank fucking God.
who's charging the military with war crimes?
Do you believe in capitalism? Do you like capitalism by chance?
On paper, it's really good. The way it works in reality right now, it's a very
Cool. So thank you, Chicky. I have one pocket kick, plus feel free to nuke this guy whenever y'all ready. Nuclear fusion working at its finest. W Chicky in the comments. Also, I did miss a couple other ones. Sarah, thank you for the 10 on the Blue app for the cabinet paint fund. Carl, thank you for the $5 train for Let's Get This Ball Rolling. And also thank you, Juicy Juice Godfrey, for the 10 on the green app with the hearts emoji. Thank you guys so much. I have to do math now.
Does that get us halfway through? I still have to do a flip.
45. We need 5 more.
We need one more for me to do the flip. And then also, while you guys are finishing taking care of her, make sure you guys also know that I still have 2-5 left on my goal. If you guys want to help, link in bio.
And I'm glad that everybody's getting deported.
Oh, hi. Hello. How are you today?
Good. Kamala sucks, right?
Cool. She didn't win. So she didn't win. That's why we're not talking about that. We're talking about why you still support. Goodbye. Jedi. W Jedi for the swab. You guys love my crazy eyes. You guys keep talking about my crazy eyes. Anyway. I'm happy immigrants are being deported. Cool, because that does anything for you. Got it. Oh, here's that. You want to talk about my crazy eyes? Come talk about my crazy eyes.
He didn't even give it a chance.
Hey, look at those eyeballs. Come on, man.
I know. How are you today?
Looking crazy. I'm
Cool.
Turn on your camera.
I don't care. I really don't.
I do.
I don't give a fuck. They're gonna end up in my OF later. It's fine. Like it. Fluffy llama.
Yes, ma'am.
Did
How
you
you
vote for
doing?
Trump?
How's everything going? Yes, ma'am. Who'd you vote for?
Kamala Harris. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
California 33.
All right.
Who'd you vote for? What state are you from?
I said I voted for Kamala Harris. I'm 35 and I voted in the state of Colorado. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Oh. Well, I think he's a cool guy, and it
How?
makes me happy to see. It makes me happy to see you guys fucking spurg out every day on TikTok.
That's not a word. We are critiquing the president of the United States. I would do that if Kamala won and she did things that I disagreed with. So,
Or I'll drop out for now.
if you can figure it out. Let's see if he can figure out how to run. I hear. I know what he was trying to say. I just want to see if he can leave on his own.
Someone
He's
told
not.
us to turn my camera on? I mean,
He can't leave. He doesn't know how to leave.
To whomever told me to turn my camera's on, so what?
There he goes. He figured it out. Took him a while. No, don't waste a swan, Jedi. He was running anyway. Carlos, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Did you vote for Trump?
That's dope. Yes, ma'am, I did. I voted for Trump.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
21, state of Ohio.
Okay. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Well, I mean, I don't still support him. I think,
Oh.
if the election were held today, I would vote third party. I wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris either.
I mean, it's in
Why?
Ohio. A third party wouldn't have mattered necessarily, but can I ask what
True.
changed for you?
Yeah, I mean, he's been very, anti-America first. I mean, he's allowing H-1B visas to take over, quote unquote, lazy American jobs. So, I mean, he's also
Mhm.
literally defunding education. And I
Yeah.
feel that if we actually, put more money towards education, which is actually, one of the things Kamala Harris wanted to do, that would be beneficial. But no, I don't like how he's handling legal immigration.
Well, I appreciate you willing to come up and actually say that, even if you're not. Like I said, my goal isn't to like have you come over here and be a big lefty commie like me. That's totally fine. But for the fact, I commend that you can critique him and say that you made a mistake and you would have voted third party. So I appreciate you and I hope you have a great rest of your day, Carlos.
You as well. Have a good one.
Like we can have the conversations of like he said it, he knew, but I also like to give the chance of in the future maybe you'll look into a little bit more what they say, and that's totally fine.
Did you just hear him?
Whiskey?
Yeah.
No, what'd he do?
Hold on. We'll see if I'll see if I can catch him doing it again. He's going up, down, and he's like skipping every other step while going down the stairs. Come here.
You guys get the little ASMR. I get to do the thicky keyboard. I apologize.
Look at him.
What you doing? What are you doing down there?
Why are you looking at me like that?
Jedi, I am in Texas. I pee in the wind with my vote. You do, but you know what? You keep voting, Jedi. You keep doing the damn thing. Colorado used to be purple. So, and we're still have a lot of red in this state. So you keep doing the thing.
What? No, don't scratch it. You're gonna fall. Oh, nope, he knows. Let's see if I can. Let me get your motor going.
Where's my cat? Oh, Jasper's asleep on my brother's unmade bed.
Oh. What are you doing? You gonna run down again? You won't.
Yeah, I remember that Peabody, Ohio. It was like once they came out that they were going to start defunding the Department of Education, Ohio public schools took the opportunity to start trying to reject students with IEPs.
Yep.
Which is something we knew we were going to start to see nationally. So yeah, it's a big issue. Yes, Lakin, I've said this before. I'm in a multi-generational household. So I have me, my husband, my 2 children, my mother, and my 2 adult younger brothers who happen to be twins. We all live in a giant house together. It was the only way we could afford a house. And we all live together. So my room is just on the other side. We live in the primary bedroom with the bigger bathroom for the kids. And brother Maud is right here. He's just at work, so he can't help me fix my tubes issue that I'm having, but it's fine. We'll fix it later. I tested it before I went live and it worked. And then I went live and then it's not working.
Mike, tell me what the Department of Education does. Come up and tell me.
Our Board of Education. You mean
I'm a country
department?
star?
Your
Wait,
Board of
ever-
Education is in your state. I don't know. Was your Board of Education doing a good job?
That's your state stuff.
Do
Pending
you
what state
vote?
you're in.
Yeah. Do you vote for your local school boards?
Mhm.
Like you should? Because we had 3 different people from Moms for Liberty try to get voted in last year.
Oh, we had a bunch of Moms for Liberty out here. We actually had parents who wanted to teach different readings from Schindler out
It
here.
says that husbands and kids with an OF. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Guess what? My titties paid my bills for the month this month. So,
W titty.
yeah, so all three of the candidates that we had were connected with Moms for Liberty. All three of the candidates that we had children who were not in the school district. They were not enrolled in the school district they were applying to be on the board of. And when asked if they would move their kids into the school district if they were voted in, they all said no. So why? No, absolutely not. You're not going to come and make decisions for my children.
It's so silly how they work. And like when we're talking about department boards or education department boards, you can contact them on a daily basis.
Mhm.
Like you can email them, you can fax them, you can call them. It's the same thing.
They
we
have
can do.
meetings. You can watch them on YouTube live. They're streamed.
I actually, before I left to the last job I had, I wrote a very stern letter to the Department of Education in Williamson County because they wanted to cut and slash funding for IEPs and 504s.
Right. And so I'm not going to sit here and say that our education system is perfect by any means, but we know that a lot of the issues we have are within the red states who are not. And we actually had an issue. Colorado's a blue state. You guys like to talk about them. We have had an issue with not raising the pay of our teachers. Our teachers went on strike. They had a whole entire thing where the teachers union stood outside of the Capitol for days to try and get their pay increased. Like there's problems with it all over the board. I absolutely agree. Blue hath arisen. Hi, Blue. But you have to reach out. You have to join the Zoom meetings. You have to go down to the Capitol. You have to email all the important people. Like, if you've never heard the term, the squeaky wheel gets the oil, you're not going to, grease up a wheel that's not making noise. So you have to use your voice and put it out there.
Kids can't read. Oh, someone said, Olivia, can you turn your cam off? Well, hold on. Give me a
Absolutely
second.
not.
Hold on. Let me.
Grease.
As I explained it. As I explained this
There you
out
go.
loud, who said that? Your name is Toby Keith Rules.
Ugh.
But no, explaining departments and different education. Someone asked, did your letter do anything? No, but I still said something.
But that's not necessarily but again, it depends on your state. You have a harder time getting heard in a state like Tennessee than you necessarily would in a state like Colorado. But even then I said, because somebody said, oh, it's a red state, blue state battle. Not necessarily, because although our test scores are better in Colorado, we have a huge issue with teacher pay. We also, this is not necessarily education related, but it kind of is. We have an issue with vaccination requirements in Colorado. We are one of the only states that give exemptions out. Like I could just walk in and wave my hand and they'll give me an exemption for my kids. That's not strict criteria in Colorado for removing your child from vaccination requirements. That's a fucking problem when we have measles outbreaks in all of these fucking states, Utah, South Carolina, Texas, bad, very, very bad.
Yep. That was one of the biggest things, that if that became a thing out here. So Mike, you don't want to have a conversation. No point point to the liberal. Someone point to the liberal on the screen. Can someone do that? Someone show me where the liberal is. Is Whiskey a liberal?
Maybe he is secretly.
I think he's more anarchy. He's an anarchist.
So yeah, thank you, Tiffany. According to Caroline Levitt, that it has been voted to unanimously rename the Kennedy Center to the Trump Kennedy Center.
I'm a jump.
Fucking great.
What are we jumping? I just wanted to join the fun.
Oh yeah. Since the MAGA are too scared.
Yeah, I'm not here to add anything of substance today. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I added everything.
I'm not here to
of substance in
fact
my
check
server.
today, she said.
Yeah. I added everything of substance in my server and
Yeah.
breaking down that BLS chart. I'm good.
As
I
a
don't need to
morning.
be-
Yeah, unanimously by whom? Who voted that in? him, himself, and him.
It was unanimous, guys, and that's all that matters.
Oh God, hate. I'm just over here trying to wrap presents.
That's what I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Me
Well, I
and
mean-
we don't buy my kids. My kids are always like, Santa doesn't bring you guys anything in your stockings. And it's just because, like, with finances, we just make sure the kids are good. We have never, like, bought each other adults presents in years. Like, years.
Really?
Yeah, we don't. Because I just don't have the money to. And it's hard to hide since we, like, share money in the same card to be like, I bought you something, but don't look.
Oh, I totally get that actually.
I told Manny what he's getting for Christmas. I suck at keeping surprises.
I could see that from you. I want you to know.
Okay, real quick. Guys, if you are a TikTok creator that goes live and you do not currently have an agent, please sign up and join my agency. I need 2 more people for this entire month. I'm about to get on a call with my boss, and I'm sure I'm going to get fussed at. So do me a favor. Thank you. Love you. Drop me down. I'm not going to actually get yelled at, but
Okay, love you.
goodbye.
We just I got the tree yesterday, and I also put decorations.
Ooh. MR Landscape, how are you today? MR Landscape. You're in the chat. Why won't you talk? You're literally actively typing. Landscape. It's just the typing sounds are sending me. If there's water in your speaker, how come I can hear you typing? No, I know I got him. You don't get to type.
Oh, damn, I muted him from the chat.
You don't get to type. Focus portrait. Sparky. My God. It's a fucking mess. Well, so Kevin Hassett said this morning that it's Trump's economy now. Like from this moment. So like everything that happens from this moment on is Trump's economy. Cool. I'll get to critique that then. Sparky, no, that's funny. I love that. What's the NDAA? Do I know what that is? Oh my God, why can't I open things today? What is that? Defense spending bill? Oh. I mean, I haven't read it, to be fair, and I know it's going to be ginormous. So I can't really say. I'm not a huge fan of increasing spending in any way for the DOD when they don't pass their audits. That doesn't seem like they're very good with money. But we also still have to pass defense budgets. So I'll have to read it. Read pieces of it. Because, you know, that's going to be a giant amount. Right, Ari. No, yeah, that's exactly why. They're like, it's Trump's economy now because 2.7% inflation with missing fucking data, and we're going to keep it missing. I mean, it already passed. It passed the Senate. Yeah, 900 billion is ridiculous. Hi, Monster. Trump's boosting the swan economy. We love watching goslings turn into swans.
Hey guys, I said I'd do a flip at 50. Let's at least send 5 so I can show you my flip.
Yeah, Olive could show you her flip.
And then once we take care of Monica, we can take care of me. And then Blue's gonna go live afterwards, I hope. Blue, you going to go live?
Yes, Lanati, I did see that. So Ron Vara, aka Peter Navarro, went on and said, yes, okay, Blue is going live. Said that Susie Wiles didn't say what she was on record with Vanity Fair. The funny part about that is actually Susie Wiles doesn't deny any of her quotes from Vanity Fair other than the supposed off the record one about Musk and ketamine. So she actively does not deny it. She just calls it a hit piece, like lacking context. But she doesn't deny the quotes. The quotes, by the way, are also recorded. He uses a recording device when he does these interviews. So the fact that Peter Navarro is coming out, it's saying she didn't say these things when she's not saying she didn't say these things. The like pretzel fucking crazy map of cope for them is wild. Like, yeah, your own chief of staff is like, this isn't going well. Yeah, they are also holding in the defense budget. They are holding, which that was bipartisan. That was Democrats and Republicans are holding Pete Hegseth's travel budget until they release the video of the double tap. Similarly, in a similar vein to that, they are withholding a promotion for an admiral in the Coast Guard until they either explain or repeal that the Coast Guard has removed the symbol for the Yahtzees and the, what do you call it? You call it a rope necktie, used towards marginalized communities for centuries in this country. They removed those as hate symbols. We talked about this about a month ago, that they came out and said they were going to remove it as policy and not call them hate symbols anymore. And then they got such backlash that they said, we're not going to do that. Well, they silently or tried to silently do it anyway. So they are withholding the promotion for an admiral in the Coast Guard because of that, similarly to Pete Hegseth. Yeah, they did show the video to some House members. Here's the crazy part with the video, right? You showed us the first strike. September 2nd, you proudly posted it on Twitter that you struck this boat. And then we find out that you did a double tap. You said you'd release it. Now you've decided it's classified and you can't. What makes the first strike not classified, but the second strike classified? Make it make any kind of sense. What's the delineation between the first one and the second one? From unclassified to classified. I would love an explanation for that. What's the justification for what we're doing at all? Because nobody has been able to cite me any sort of law that gives him that authority. He does cheat at Battleship. That's true. So make it make sense. How is the first boat strike not classified? By the way, they struck another boat last night and shared that video. But the double tap strike is classified. Why, I wonder? Maybe they're fucking hiding something. Use any kind of critical thinking. Just one iota. Because the second video is evidence that's true. He did not talk about Venezuela much last night at all. This is true, too. I caught a blue. Blue. So much hate on your hearts. Am I talking about hate, K-Mad? I am not talking about hate. I'm logically asking why the first strike was unclassified and the second one is deemed classified. So come up and tell me about that. I'm not talking about hate. K-Matt, how are you today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
You voted for Trump, I assume, right? I'm doing well.
I
Thank you
did.
for
I'm
asking.
62 and I live in California.
Thank you so much. Why are you still supporting Trump?
Because I think he's the best candidate, was the best candidate when he was running. I think he's going to do great things in the next 3 years.
He's not doing them yet, though?
Oh, yeah, he started.
With what?
Well, he's getting our country in order.
With what?
Getting out the people that shouldn't be here.
How does that help the American people?
It makes for our resources not to be going to people that
What
don't
resources?
deserve it.
What
Which
resources?
Everything,
Which
medical,
ones?
food
What medical
stamps,
resources are used on immigrants?
I'm sorry?
What medical resources are used on immigrants?
They walk into an emergency room for
Oh,
anything and
well,
those bills are
anybody can do
paid.
that. Anybody can do that.
Sure they could, but
Yeah.
an American citizen deserves it, don't they?
Why?
Why
Based on
not?
what? Based on
Because
what?
they live here, because they're a citizen of the United
Immigrants live
States.
here too once they're here.
They do live here. Most
Okay.
of them live here and send all their money back to Mexico or whatever
That's
country
a
they come
pivot
from.
from my original. What is the delineation between a U.S. citizen without insurance using EMTALA versus an immigrant using EMTALA?
They're citizens, ma'am.
What makes that a difference to
They
me?
deserve it.
Why does an immigrant not deserve it simply because they're not a U.S. citizen? That's just the luck of where you were born.
Exactly.
That's disgusting. They're a human. So do you
Why?
think that doctors and nurses, when somebody comes in with a wound bleeding out of the side of their body, they should ask them for their papers?
No, I do not.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's
You're
not what
right.
they're going
Reagan
for.
agreed with you,
Ma'am,
which is
I
why
worked in an
Reagan
emergency
I
room
don't give
for
a fuck.
years.
Which
and
is
I've-
why Reagan instituted EMTALA. Reagan
scary, you worked in the
instituted
medical field.
EMTALA because everyone should have access to care in an emergency. You said you worked in an emergency room for years. What is an emergency room required to do for you?
Well, they take you in, but
Mhm.
there's people that abuse it, the system.
What are
ma'am.
they required to do for you before they discharge you?
They're supposed to see you before they ask for insurance benefits.
Get you stable, right?
Coming in with an earache is not something that needs stability, ma'am.
Okay, that's a different
Are,
conversation.
do you
That goes-
treat people in the ER for earaches?
Yes.
Really? You
Yes,
don't send
ma'am.
them to
Sore
urgent
throats,
care?
earaches, ingrown toenails.
That's urgent care. That's not ER.
That
So
is an
were you-
emergency
did you-
room, ma'am.
Did,
You
did
cannot
work
walk
in,
into
did
an
you work
urgent
in
care.
urgent care or did you work in the ER?
Ma'am, how
I-
are you going to keep
I
somebody out of an ER? People
I
come to the
perso-
ER with everything.
You
I-
deny
I-
them their because you used in an ER you use triage.
You
So-
cannot turn anyone away, ma'am.
That's not true. I've been turned away when I've gone to the ER for an earache. And
Because
Well,
they're going
then
to tell
you-
you to go to
You're
urgent
irritated.
care for an earache.
Well, then you know
Correct.
what? If you got turned
Correct.
away,
No.
then you have a lawsuit.
No. Shut up. I have a personal gripe. What is your PFP? Who's in your PFP?
What's my PFP?
Who's in your fucking profile, bitch?
No, I don't care.
Why do you care who's in my profile? That's me and
So
my
what would you
husband.
have a-
if somebody
I have a-
comes in, hold on. If
That's
somebody,
my husband
if
and
somebody,
I. What do
good
you
for
care?
If somebody comes in for an earache, what would you do for them?
They get checked in and the doctor looks in their ear and prescribes them some antibiotics.
Okay, cool. That happened. So then let's say it happened for an immigrant. What is the government required to do for that?
look like an idiot too. She doesn't deserve to see that. I didn't hear your question. I'm sorry.
I know, because your friend was too busy in the back talking. If you treat an immigrant for an earache and you do exactly what you just said happens, what is the government required to do in that case for the
They're
immigrant?
going to
who
pay
couldn't
their bill.
They don't pay their bill. The hospital pays their bill. What does the government do?
Raises prices.
No, the government pays the hospital back.
Do they?
Yeah. That's what
No,
that's
they-
for.
Do they? Have you ever worked at a hospital, ma'am?
I'm sorry, you were an ER nurse or did you run the budget? I'm confused. Which one was
I
it?
was a coder. I was a medical coder, and I
Oh,
worked
so
at
You
a.
didn't
didn't
run the
actually
budget.
work in the
So you
ER.
didn't work
I
in
did.
the
I
ER.
worked as a registration clerk for 5
So
years.
you
That's
weren't
not the
the
ER.
actual doctor who took care of those people.
No,
All
I
you
was
were
an
were the
EMT
fancy
though.
people behind the desk who dealt with medical coding.
I was an EMT
You know
though.
shit about shit.
That's
I
okay,
was
good for
also
you.
I was also an EMT in high school.
No, you weren't, ma'am. You
Yes,
have
the
to be
fuck
of
I was.
age. No, you weren't.
I was in a program in my high school.
EMTALA covers the subsidies to the hospital for spending that money for the amount of people they see without insurance. That's what it
Ma'am,
covers.
you pay for that with your taxes.
I'm aware. I just don't care because I think humans should be able to get medical care. I think it's weird that you don't want humans to be cared for medical care. By the way, immigrants pay into our tax system.
Not all of them.
What amount doesn't?
Well, I live in California, and there are a lot of immigrants here that don't.
prove
You
to
wa-
me statistically, where would we statistically be able to estimate an amount of immigrants who don't pay towards taxes?
Do you live in California?
I'm in
Do
Colorado.
you go talk to every person, brown person you see, and ask,
Yeah.
"Hey, are you paying your taxes?"
Are you an illegal and are you paying your taxes?
I
No,
think
but
she
when
should probably ask her husband that.
my husband passed away in May, but thanks for your concerns.
No, I personally have a
Um,
problem with that. I personally have a problem, but I won't get into
I mean,
it.
I'm sorry for your loss, but again,
No, you're
how
not.
do we? Yes, I am.
No,
Why wouldn't I be?
you're not. Because
Why wouldn't I be?
the way you attack people, you're not.
That has nothing to do with the fact that you lost your husband. That has nothing to do with that. I can absolutely feel empathy for the fact that you lost your husband and
Okay.
also disagree with you in this conversation.
Okay.
Okay. How do we estimate in any way what immigrants are illegal versus legal paying or not paying taxes?
There is no way to estimate except the way that.
So how
that-
do you know they're not?
Because those are the ones that are being escorted out, ma'am.
Escorted out? No, they're not. We're deporting legal residents too.
How many?
How many? I'm not let's see.
When you say escorted out, what do you mean by escorted?
Deported. But again, the fact of the matter still is that we're deporting legal residents who are paying taxes. So why isn't that an issue with you?
There's a process to become a citizen of the United States.
Yeah, how
and
many
they need
different
to go
ways
through the
can you become
process.
a US citizen? Do you know?
No, I don't.
There's like
I don't know.
There's like 8 different ways.
Okay, then do it.
They do.
No, they don't, ma'am.
So-
there are
Prove to me
obviously
they don't. Prove
well,
to me they
obvious-
don't. Where are you getting that information from?
obviously there are. It's expensive to become a U.S. citizen.
You're
Do
right.
you
it
realize
is.
that?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So, K-Mad, are you aware that people are being detained and deported while in the midst of their citizenship hearings?
How many are
They-
being detained and
Why does it
deported?
matter?
Why
how
does
many?
it matter? It's happening. They're doing it the right way and they're being detained at the courthouse.
And why do you think that all of these people that are coming into our country are good people?
It doesn't matter to me.
That's the point of these hearings. Is
Yeah,
to
that's how you
weed
find
them
out.
Hold on, K-Mad.
That's
Hold
how
on,
you
hold
find
on.
out. I said that wrong.
they
I
find
worded that
out-
wrong, K-Mad.
They find out through these hearings. They find out through these court proceedings, and they are at their naturalization ceremonies. Their naturalization ceremonies have been halted due to them being from one of the 13 countries that or 19 specific countries that Trump decided arbitrarily is no longer covered.
And it
But
was
they've
happening
already
before
gone
that.
through. They've already gone through all of their proceedings. They are the only thing left is to get the citizenship.
Yeah, to say the oath and wave the flag. That was
You're
it.
acting like that's thousands and thousands of people.
Why
was
does
one
it
group of
matter?
people.
You
Thousands and
said
thousands,
there's a process, right?
They're doing the process. They're doing it the right way. Now you're trying to say that because it's
How
not
many
hap-
immigrants did that happen
now you're
to?
saying because that's not happening on the thousands, because it's not happening to all of the immigrants, that it's okay. It's okay for these people who have gone years working on becoming citizens.
Do you have proof of that?
Yes. Boston.
Yes.
It just happened in Boston. They were going to take their citizenship oath and they were detained and told they cannot do it now because he just arbitrarily decided these 19 countries cannot. Also,
So were they
before that,
deported then?
they're detained. Also, before that, we have been detaining. There are a bunch of videos on the internet you can see. We are detaining people in the courthouses while they're on their way to their hearings, doing the process the right way.
ICE has arrested spouses at
Have
marriage.
you ever been
ICE
to any
has,
other
ICE
countries?
has arrested. I don't care about other countries.
I
We're
don't-
talking about United States laws.
Yeah, we're talking about our laws.
ICE has arrested spouses at marriage green card interviews, including military spouses
She doesn't care
that are
about
working
that.
to get their green cards.
She doesn't care about that.
She doesn't care enough because she's asking about how many when that shouldn't matter when you said you like the process. But Chrissy, I have a more important question. Do you like capitalism?
No.
Oh, well, that's too bad because we live in a capitalistic society. W. Chrissy for the 10 on the blue app. Can we get rid of this uninformed woman? She's not as uninformed as some of the people we've spoken to, except for the fact that she's ignorant to the fact. Again, you're one of the people, K-Mad, who have told me for the last year you want people to do it the quote-unquote right way. And when we show you that the people doing it the right way are being denied, you ask how many.
The goalpost just keeps moving.
All right, are we ready for that flip?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I gotta do my puzzle piece. Okay.
All right. Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Ready for the flip? I don't even have to get up to do it. Watch. Ready?
W Olive in the chat.
W Olive for the flip.
Amazing flip.
I didn't mean to kind of get off snarky. I personally have a problem when a white woman has a PFP and her husband is non-white and you want to demonize people because they're not white. That's my personal problem. It's something that is irritable and it hits me in my bones when you want to sit there and demonize a bunch of people because they don't look like you, but you'll sleep with them and have their children.
I mean, like, here's my thing, like, and nobody has to feel the way that I feel about it. I don't have an issue having empathy for somebody who lost their husband. I think if we're going to be better, we have to be better. And that is, you know, having the empathy for when somebody loses somebody, that's fine. That doesn't mean that I'm giving her grace in any way for her opinions politically at all. Because I've had the most disgusting comments about my father dying. Not that I care because I have dead dad humor, so whatever. But, you know, like we can have empathy for those things at the same time as completely disagree. Like Kayla said, two things can be right at the same time.
And that's why we bounce off each other very well.
True.
Right? I sat and I was quiet and I was an entire cunt the entire time.
But I love you.
I sat there quietly while Whiskey was tearing at my hip.
Oh, Davey, you're okay. He died when I was 16. It has been, oh God, it will be 20 years in 2 years from now. So yeah, it's been 18 years. Jesus Christ.
But that's why I sat there quietly. I was doing good because again, maybe it's just well, that camera just bounced off the floor pretty good too. Hey, I did the flip tech whiz. It counts. It's just again, it's irritable to me, and I tend to try to bite my tongue.
No,
right?
yeah.
I was trying to be good, trying to be good noodle.
Well, and like so, I mean, actually, speaking of healthcare, in way of my father, my father died from a grand mal seizure that he did not start having seizures until he came back from Kuwait, from the Gulf War. So he was in with the VA, but they just were not able to really help him with the right medication, the things he needed to be able to do. So he had been having grand mal seizures for the last couple years. And this one he just happened to have and he did not wake up from. That's just what happened to happen. But again, healthcare. We're not helping people. And I don't understand why a U.S. citizen deserves healthcare more than an immigrant does. In our society, if somebody's coming in with a wound where they might unalive, why should I care about their status when you take an oath as a doctor and a nurse to care for people? It doesn't say care for people unless they're an immigrant. When you look at Jesus, he didn't say help people unless they're an immigrant. So I don't understand it. I don't get it. Would you have your hand up? I thought you had your hand up like you were gonna. They did K-Mad. We talked about that.
Also, K-Mad messed up my joke. I wanted to come up here and say, sorry, I think there's hair in my speaker, and not say anything like the.
God.
You know,
the other dude.
K-Bad, you said that. Hold on, you said something interesting in those people already.
What are you talking about, Crow?
K-Mad
I know
said
they've talked
something.
about the Hunger Games. Like for
Said-
citizenship, is it that one that you're talking about?
No.
Oh,
For the
God.
250th anniversary, he wants to do this thing called the Patriot Games, where we take
Right.
one high school boy and one high school girl
That's
from
fucking
every
funny.
state and territory. We're doing the Hunger Games. The Hunger Games.
Oh Lord.
Fuck. Did you guys watch the movies? Did you read the books? Did you understand that President Snow was the bad guy?
We're doing the Hunger Games.
My God.
At least we're not doing the Purge yet, but we're doing the Hunger Games.
Not yet.
It's coming.
So, K-Mad, you made the comment. Hang on, where'd it go? I keep trying to do it and I keep getting messages, right? Hold on, because I'm trying to get my main account back and I don't even think it's worth it at this point because they're saying something about a minimum of $100 donation. That's crazy.
I mean, you guys can mute K-Mad. They can come back tomorrow.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I gotta read the message. Don't hate the culture. Hate the people who take advantage of the country. We are the country that takes advantage of those countries.
We are a
You
country built off of different
specifically-
cultures.
You specifically, being a white woman, benefit from us doing this shit. So when you come up and I see you have a PFP of you and your husband who is non-white, and you're saying shit like this, it's gross as fuck. It is absolutely gross as fuck. Anywho, back
Our
to me being
culture,
white.
yeah, our culture is a culture of other cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
what does that make? Yeah. Hi, Audie.
Hi again. Sorry.
Hmm?
So the other day, I'm putting Bailey on camera for a reason. The other day, I was like, that's blood on the ground under the table.
Oh,
Okay. And I was
jeez.
like, where the heck did that come from? And I'm like, I didn't find anything on Safari, and I didn't think it would be this dummy because he's always the aggressor. And then I look at his ear. Let me see it.
Oh,
and I'm like,
no.
oh, it was you.
He's all fuck off, mom.
Because he's the one that attacks everybody. So, no, give me that, Summer. Give me Rupert.
Tech
Summer has
Wiz, how
Rupert.
much to flip him is crazy.
Look, give me Rupert. Sit, Summer. Sit. Rupert is not yours. Let go. Let go.
She says mine.
This is his prop. This is Polly's prop. This is not a toy.
Summer said, "But yes, yes,
Yeah.
you're such a good baby."
Yeah, you're a good dog, but that's not your toy. But that just means that this black girl smacked the shit out of Bailey, which I approve
Right.
of. Good
Yeah.
girl.
That means she just got
Fight
they got it
back.
back. Yeah.
So
Fight back.
who are we betting on in the Hunger Games? Because like my money, honestly, Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has I'm all on Puerto Rico. They're scrappy. That's all I'm
So
saying.
elaborate to me. I'm confused.
So he's doing a 4-day athletic event where he said, and we will have no men playing with women in this event. Where it's four-day event for the 250th anniversary, where they're taking one high school boy and one high school girl and doing it from each state and territory and making them compete with each other. Like I said, my money's on Puerto Rico.
Did Summer take a sock instead?
Yeah. Okay, that is an Aussie thing. Hold on, let me go find this. That is an Aussie thing. That somebody even made it a whole meme. Hold on.
I would also like to offer up
No.
that if Puerto Rico wins the first annual Hunger Games, the Patriot Games, they get their statehood.
There you go.
Agreed.
I agree with that.
Puerto Rico will fight. Puerto Rico wants blood, as EO will allow it. This is cheeky.
Okay, here we go.
Wild.
You can put this up there.
Oh my god.
Somebody made it a meme
Poor
because
Summer.
that's what this is what Australian shepherds are known for.
Stealing
That
socks.
people made it a meme.
Why is there a lemon on the head?
I don't know. I didn't make it.
I don't know.
Wendy, the actual short answer is yes and no. There are people in Puerto Rico that want statehood. There's people that are against it. The vote flips back and forth whenever they have it. Typically, the people in Puerto Rico that don't want statehood also don't want to remain a territory. They want Puerto Rican independence.
Yeah.
Now I gotta let Polly know that it was Bailey, the one that got
Whereas
injured.
the other side that wants Puerto Rico to be a state's logic is, if we're gonna be a territory anyway, if they're never gonna let us go, we should be a state so we have representation.
Yeah, but they don't want
Basically, the consensus is get us out of limbo.
Yeah. Well,
Like
so
one
there-
way or the other, get us out of limbo.
yeah, there's a lot of like debate I know in Puerto Rico about being a state, and the overall, I think the majority consensus is about being a state or just being free.
Well, and that's how a lot of the polling runs in the territories is all of the territories are just at a point where they're like, look, make us a state or let us go. Like this limbo bullshit is bullshit.
Just remember that there's you.
Did you guys
Bailey
see? Did you guys see that story? By the way, Apple explores chip assembly talks with Indian manufacturers. So I thought,
Monica, Mr. President told me they were gonna do that here
because of the tariffs, I thought the tariffs
because
were
they
going to
were
make it.
doing the tariffs, and then we walked back the tariffs because the Apple CEO helped with the ballroom.
Oh, and he gave him
And then
gold,
we're
right?
supposed
Like
to-
a gold
and
clock
then we
or
were supposed
something.
to, and then we were supposed to have them build here. That's what I was promised.
I thought
Bailey's
we
still
were
trying
getting
to
all of the
murder me.
manufacturing jobs, like all of them.
Nope.
The cat's trying to unalive me.
Nope, you're getting
Sorry, I'm used to
slacks.
saying it. I do not, let me be very clear. I do not censor my language anymore, except when it comes to the name of substances, because I just don't trust TikTok with that. So it's really hard for me to not censor or to go back to censoring when I'm on other
know.
channels. But I
Sometimes
do
you
it
can
in
get
case
away
of
with it,
y'all.
though. Sometimes.
I don't know. I don't even know how I get away with it in general. So I'm just like, let me just try to be careful.
Yeah, I don't really censor myself on my panel or on my live.
He is over here growling at me.
Five, or is it 6 seats in Congress that are there, and it's just to be there, but they don't actually get to do shit.
Yeah. The woman that we were you flipping him off. The woman that we were I was mad at in
Lonings?
regards to having texted with Jeffrey E. Plaskett is a representative delegate for the Virgin Islands. So she doesn't actually have a vote, but she's there, I guess.
Well, so I mean, they do, right? And that it's just so weird how it works, because the number, what gets me, right, is the number of people that I've had to explain it that are actually explain it to that are from Puerto Rico. That Puerto Rico has delegates that they pledge
Right.
to the presidential candidate.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have delegates. I'm like, yes.
It's part of the DNC and the RNC. If you watch them, they call them out. You get American Samoa, like they delegates from
Like,
Guam. Yeah.
You unfortunately don't have representation in Congress, which is
Yeah, I'll
dumb,
post it, Kayla.
but
I don't know if this is because I'm jaded as fuck, but watching the delegates like announce their support is actually like the cringiest part of the DNC to me. Where they're like, "We're from the proud state of New Jersey, the garden state, oh blah 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 blah, and we pledge to blah." I'm like, "Oh, this is painful to watch."
I will say I did enjoy the DNC one, simply because they had people that used to be Republican being the ones that gave the announcements.
Yeah. That was fun.
Like Kate Cox out of Texas, because she's the one that pledged the delegates for Texas.
No, it's just because I'm so used to, because I'm like Monica, I'm a C-SPAN nerd, so I'm used to my fucking politics being boring and calm. The entire WWE style intro that every state does before they pledge their delegates hurts me. Like, I physically cringe every time.
We're from the beautiful state of Nebraska, and they have just like corn behind them and stuff. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
Every time they do the entire like spiel, because it's always like 30 seconds where they talk about cool shit about their state, and normally I'd be down to hear about cool shit about your state, but the way they say it fucking hurts me.
I couldn't. His alien whiskers today. He's contacting the mothership. You leave him alone.
That's hilarious.
Beep boop beep.
What is happening?
What?
Those are
What
those
is
aren't
the
alien
those?
whiskers. Those are ant antennas.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Why the fuck
Well,
do you
we-
have those? I've never
We
noticed.
have
that.
established that Blue, Olive, and I have the same cat in different states. Like
That's
it's
true.
like the cat exists in all three places at the same time. It's weird.
Why are your whiskers like this?
They're antennas.
I think that's what it is. When the whiskers are like that, they're syncing up. Like whiskey, Nike are like syncing up their systems.
It's their download. They're getting the new download.
What messages are you getting right now, Whiskey? Can you tell me?
Bailey thinks he's starved. This is his automatic feeder, and he literally put his nose up to here a moment ago. He's like, "Where's my food?" You're on a schedule because you're fat. Like, look at this. You're fat.
Gross. All right. Not your cat. Not gross your cat. I was reading about Alex Karp, and so I said gross. That was a out loud moment that should have been inside voice.
What was it last night?
You're gross.
17 lies in 18 minutes or some shit like that.
Oh my god.
Mhm.
Yeah. A lie a minute.
Oh my god, I still love the New York Times being like 18-minute speech that's gonna keep fact checkers going for hours.
Yeah. Like that. Well, there's that.
It's just the-
Every sentence was a
Oh,
new
what?
claim.
Oh, I was trying to fix it. Did we do
Did we do it again?
Yeah.
There we go.
Every
Why
single
is he saying that back pay for the BAH that was passed on the HR1 is a military bonus, though?
Why is he saying it's from tariffs too?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
very
the-
confused. Like, it's so fucking confusing.
when are we
So I
not
keep-
confused in this administration?
I'm comparing his approach to the tariffs to like my musical theater nerds. Y'all know the producers, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how like they sell this show and they bring in too much money and they're trying to steal it, so like they try to bomb it on purpose because they think they can pocket the funds. That's the tariffs.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
he's like I'm gonna give more money than the tariff generates to this group, and then I'm gonna give more money than the tariff generates to this group, and then I'm gonna give more money than the tariff generates to this group. And I'm like, Trump's greatest enemy is third grade math.
It literally he can't. I mean, we know he's so dumb. Like he's legitimately dumb. I'm not just saying that because I don't like him. Like I do not think he is a smart man at all.
I'm looking forward to getting paid to buy albuterol. To
Yeah.
buy my inhalers.
I do need.
Since,
I have
since
to
we're getting
re-up
600%
on.
off.
Yeah.
It's the worst BBE I've ever seen. The worst BBE I've ever seen.
I have to re-up on my kids' nasal spray for their asthma. And so I'm going to be really excited to see what I'm getting back when I go to pick those up.
Incentives to take my meds? Fuck yeah.
W, I'll take them then for
This is
sure.
like a BBE my son would make his first time DMing.
Make money, get paid.
Blue, are you going live?
Yes.
Okay, get out of here and go do that. I love you.
Love you too.
Bye, Blue.
Go do the thing. We'll give Blue a moment.
While we wait, so we can all focus on Blue. If someone could send me $25, that'd be great. Bye.
Yeah. let's get all
While
of
we
25.
As we approach the first annual Hunger Games,
Oh
may
my
the
God.
odds be ever in your favor.
I hate it here.
Who's gonna wear the most makeup? KK Caroline or Donald Trump?
Donald Trump.
JD Vance.
Oh, yeah.
God damn, how could you forget him?
I forget he uses L'Oreal.
My new favorite activity is getting like multiple MAG on a panel and saying something I know they can't even agree on, and then just muting. Like, was Trump an FBI informant? And then just mute.
I do. I love myself some MAGA on MAGA violence. It's it's some of my favorites.
That's a good one for it. Asking if Trump was an FBI informant is a great one for that, because half of them absolutely swear he was, the other half go absolutely not, and you can just watch them just fight each other.
Melt into
I
puddles.
love MAGA on MAGA crime.
Hector
Like-
has that happen so often, and I giggle every fucking time.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more time to get a picture of Bailey's bleeding, or it's not no longer bleeding, but I'm gonna try one more time to get a picture of it. Little butt
Hector
munch.
needs for when that happens to have on a soundboard the Ivan Drago from the Godzilla thing. The Godzilla thing. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Oh my God. Gingrich said, I believe President Trump showed tonight that he's prepared to be disciplined. If I were a Democrat, tonight would leave me very unnerved. You mean that Adderall-infused 18-minute ramble of him leaning against a desk? Ooh.
Oh, we got birthday presents.
Thank you, Chicky, for the birthday chaos presents. I love you.
Chicky sent us birthday presents. Thank you, Chicky.
W. Chicky.
My birthday, well, technically Crow's birthday's first because Crow's older, but my birthday's first on Sunday, and then it's Crow's birthday on Monday.
Birthday's first.
Your birthday's first on the calendar, and my birthday's first in time.
Yeah.
What is meowing? Whoa.
Is it Jasper?
Yeah. Come here, Bubba.
Jasper.
Come here, say hi before we get ready to go. Come say hi. Come say hi.
Look how big he is. I love that per box.
Also, I was looking at this gender affirming care bill ban that passed House, and the language in it actually makes me rageful. Like, I'm in a rage reading this. Did you guys see that?
Chat. I'm gonna read it when I'm off for
The text of it, it just puts me in a motherfucking wrath.
Oh, look at it. Jeff. So Jeff has a quote. He's going to paraphrase a quote from Big Daddy. Oh, and another thing. Be nice to the orange man, would you? It's not his fault he can't read.
Oh, God. That's hilarious.
And on that note, I love you all. I'm going to drop you down. Alrighty, guys. So Blue is live, Chicky. That's what I was refreshing my little panel thing so I could see it. We're gonna go raid Blue. So can anybody put his username and pin it? There you go. Is that it? I can't remember if it's spelled like that. So we're gonna go raid Blue. Make sure you put a Monty raid in there. And I will see you guys tomorrow, Friday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, whatever time that is for you. Again, I am starting to dual stream, so I am available on the Purple app and the Tubes. I'm having issues with my Tubes, though, but the live will still get uploaded onto there, so don't worry about that. I will figure that out with IT Brother Mod. We will figure that out. Let me go through real quick. You guys can go raid and start if you want, but I want to make sure that I say thank you to Sarah, Carl, Chicky, Chrissy, and again to Juicy Juice Godfrey. Thank you guys so much for helping with the goal today. I truly mean it. It helps to subsidize right now with my husband being out 3 checks from his previous job, refusing to pay him. Don't know what's going on with that. We've filed with the state. We'll figure it out, and waiting for his payroll to start on his new job, which, as many of you know, when your first check comes in from a new job, it is not quite exactly what you will be actually making. So it's been really fun. We've been paying the bills with my money. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Let's go raid Blue. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.